Hey guys, it's Cooley here, and today we're going to be talking about No Rest for the Wicked, Moonlight Studios, Xbox and PlayStation, and everything that's going on with that specific ordeal. I'm not all the way excited about the news that I've been hearing, mainly because I feel like the game being kept from any platform for the 1.0 release is going to be a big detriment. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. All right, so as soon as you look it up online, it says the action RPG No Rest for the Wicked may not launch on Xbox Series X/S consoles at the same time as other platforms due to market conditions. According to Moonlight Studios CEO Thomas Mahler, the team is considering focusing on PlayStation 5 and potentially the Switch 2 initially due to the current market and resource allocation. While not a definitive confirmation, the studio is evaluating its release strategy and plans to discuss options with Microsoft regarding the Xbox platform. So, if you're not currently aware, the game is in early access. No Rest for the Wicked is in early access. It released on April the 18th, 2024. So that means April 2026. That would have had the game in early access for 2 years. My personal opinion on the matter is that you all, Moonlight Studios, you need to ship the game. I don't need a delay, and I'm sure others, we don't want delays for the game. Anyone who's been waiting to get their hands on said game, we aren't waiting for delays. There are others who don't have the lifestyle and or the blessing to live how I live financially, so they weren't able to just go buy a ROG Ally X to go play the one game. And that's genuinely speaking, that was one of the main games that I bought when I got my ROG Ally. I've already put in over 2 days into the video game since I got it. And that was around June. My birthday was June 2nd. So that's how I look at it personally. You all need to ship the game to all platforms. I understand having a game in early access, wanting to work out the kinks, but now you're telling me you need more time to work out more kinks to ensure that the games are playable on these different platforms. However, you've already had close enough to a year to accomplish that. And so it kind of leaves us in this weird space, especially with all of these developers wanting to give early access titles. So you mean to tell me a game can be in early access for 2+ years and then you can decide where the game is going to be ported? Personally, that does not sound like great business handling. You mean to tell me you're sitting on a product and you're working out kinks for said product for multiple years with no light at the end of the tunnel, honestly, for true players or people who want to enjoy that product? There's no real light at the end of the tunnel because we understand as a business that things can come up. But with the initial release of early access, did you all not account for something such as this to come up? Now, I understand that early access titles are becoming more popular, and I just want to give gamers a caution. Please do your research into the developers before you purchase these titles. Some games aren't making it out of early access. Some games, they're selling you a point and then it's being backtracked. And I want consumers to also recognize these business entities, they have to get money back from their shareholders. Like, a developer starts off solo and then he gets crowdfunded, and now there's a whole bunch of other people involved in something that was just one person's at one time. And I feel like people don't really think of that when they're purchasing products and or supporting certain products. Some of these video games might come to fruition, they might not, but that is the gamble that you're taking when you purchase early access. And now, why I believe they may need some discussion with Microsoft. Some people are saying it's about layoffs and things of that nature. I highly doubt it has anything to do with that. Money talks. So that's what I got from the consensus of reading everything, is that they need to have a conversation with Microsoft about Game Pass. Because don't get me wrong, No Rest for the Wicked, I play it all the time. I'm going to play it as soon as I'm done with this. It's a great game. And so I could see how they might not want to ship it onto Xbox, or at least Game Pass, if that's what Xbox is pushing for. If that game is released on Game Pass, you might be missing a lot of money. I mean, granted, this is an individual who went out, purchased a PC handheld, and No Rest for the Wicked was the first title I bought. There was no questions, no ifs, no ands, no buts. So I can only imagine how many other people are going to see the title, love the story, the artwork, the intricacies in the classes and everything, and they are going to want to pay. It was $30 as well. We're talking about in this time frame where devs and video game companies are trying to charge us $80 for a game that probably should have stayed in early access, but that's a whole nother conversation. So that's my opinion on it. I think that the CEO of Moonlight Studios is just going to have a conversation with Microsoft to see exactly how they can maximize their profitability from No Rest for the Wicked when it is ported to the Xbox platform. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure you like, share, and subscribe. I have a lot more content coming out. This was really just me freeforming, so if you have other videos that you're watching of me and you kind of like the more scripted content, just let me know. I'm genuinely here for you guys. I want to relay any information. I constantly get information, so I want to relay any information that I find back to you all, and also kind of give you a little twist so that you can kind of, learn and think in different ways. I love you guys. I thank you. And it's peace out. Cooley is out.